Well, our field goal percentage defense overall is not bad, but what we've had is one or two guys break down and aren't guarding. And it's frustrating, but, you know, we've gotten better. We talked a little bit better today, not where we need to be. What I want to do is get to a point where I don't have to yell, talk. That's a great strategy that I'm thinking about. Talk. Then I don't have to yell, stay in a stance. That's another great strategy. Help, be off, get off. I mean, that's what we're yelling. There's nothing to do with anything basketball-wise. And that's where we are as a team, but that's why we're going through what we're going through. So hopefully we'll show incremental changes. It's a process with a team this young. It's a process.
Kyle shot the ball a lot better today, also rebounded the ball. What was different about
12 rebounds. I don't care that he made shots. He got 12 rebounds. And you could say, well, you know, they weren't that big. Well, that big kid had 9 rebounds at halftime. My 2 big guys had 3. He had 9. So, you know, he had to go in there and mix it up a little bit. And again, you know, I told him, and I believed before the game, I said we had 7 starters. I'd probably look at it, we have 6 starters, but it's like we had last year. Someone has to come off the bench, and driving in, I said, you know what, I'm going to bring Kyle off the bench today. I figured it out an hour and a half before the game, that's what I wanted to do. And I also wanted to get Ryan. I thought Ryan did well today. He's got a ways to go. I mean, again, misses a layup, goes back, kind of head down, versus you got to lead these guys, and you got to get them to talk, not me. So, but I thought he did better today. And I told him he needs to get 10 or 12 points a game. That's all we need from him. And he did it without forcing shots, and that's what we need.
Cal Lipscomb's coach said, you know, no disrespect to you guys, but second half, Kentucky didn't come out ready to play. They gave us every opportunity. You know, some of it was self-inflicted in the second half. Were you disappointed in the energy you got early?
Yeah,
out of the locker room?
that's why I subbed everybody. That's why I changed the lineup. That's, you know, there's not a whole lot you can do. I think what's going to happen is they're going to be questioned. Why don't you guys have energy? Why aren't you playing? Why aren't you competing? Are you afraid? What are you afraid of? I mean, and it's out there. I mean, our fans, somebody behind me said, Alex is standing straight up and down. I went, wow, you guys are watching it too, huh? So we all see it. And now what we all want to see is change. Now you can blame whatever you want to blame. Well, when I walk to the locker room, it's so far that I get tired by the time I come back. You say whatever you want to say. But at the end of the day, everybody watching it in the building, on TV, want to see you compete at a higher level. They want to see you battle at a higher level. Now, we did dive on the floor a bunch today, which was showing signs. But it's like I said, it's kind of like, okay, we've gone 5 days. 5 days. Now, you expect it to change in 5 days? These guys have been doing this for 18 years. Well, let's talk about it. 9 years, 8 years. This is how they've been playing. So now we're trying to change it. We got this week. So we'll go tomorrow morning, have breakfast, go tomorrow afternoon, have dinner tomorrow evening. And then Monday, and it's on. Here we go. Then if you want to say I'm exhausted because of the workouts, okay, would you all be, I'm all right with that. Say that's the reason. We're practicing so hard, I got nothing left. Okay. I'd rather it be that than the walk to the locker room is too long, and I think we need to switch this around. And I don't know what you say, but I still like my team.
What led you on the drive in to the conclusion that Kyle, you want to bring him on the bench?
Well, it would either have been Kyle or Alex, either one. And I thought, well, let's go with Ryan and let's play Alex to see if he'll compete those first 4 or 5 minutes and what will happen. He did okay. You know, still, again, I believe that Julius Mays out-rebounded him for the game. And you take that however you want to take it, but those numbers don't lie. So, and in the second half, you know, I switched it up because he didn't rebound, so I said, okay, let's go with Kyle. Cal had, I think, 5 at half, something like that, or 6.
In the second half, there was not a missed free throw, right, that Alex?
Yeah, just didn't get the ball. Now, he had 2 excuses. His big toe hurt, and the other guy slipped in front of him, didn't block him out. So didn't give us 1, he gave us 2. My big toe and the other guy didn't block out. So that's why you didn't get the ball. Okay. What happened to your big toe? You're out. Next guy.
John,
Yes.
we asked Coach Sanderson to compare you guys with Ole Miss because he had played them. He mentioned Ole Miss's guards are more physical, get in, force more turnovers. Could you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah,
You said
listen, if we don't start changing, we're going to struggle. Just how it is. And we've already struggled in any game that anybody had any physical toughness to them. We struggled. If we don't, now you either want to change or you have your excuses why it's happening. So let's just change. That's my thing. What we're doing in all these workouts is trying to get them to change. Now, they can do this in workouts. You do the workout, you change during the workout, but it's not what you want. So then the game starts what? You know, right back to where you were. Because I'm only doing it because you're making me do it. I don't believe I have to do this. You're making me do it, okay, I'll do it. We got to get out of that. Now, we got this week. We got a couple days the following week. So we have time. But you got to accept I got to change as a player. It's not working the way we're doing it. And the other thing is they got to come together as a team and say, you know, all this stuff, we like each other. If you don't talk, you're selfish. Bottom line. If you quit on a play, you're selfish. You care more about how you feel than what the team needs. You could say what you want. I'm not selfish. Yes, you are. If you don't talk to your teammates, you're a selfish player. If you don't play through every possession because your teammates need you to, you're a selfish player. And it's not like we got a bunch of good guys. They're good kids and all those other things, but now we got to crack this issue that we have, stopping on possessions, just quitting on a play. Lack of communication on both offense and defense. You change. But I swear the coaches should not be coaching a game saying, talk. This should not even come out of my mouth. And I'm saying it 410 times in the first half and probably the same in the second half. So, and the crazy thing is we've made strides. Now, are we going to get where we need to go?
John, not to be spending all the time quoting the other coach, but he also said that your kids would be fine, your team would be fine as long as they listen to you. And he said listening is a skill, something they work
True.
on. He also
I don't say I have all the answers. I'll let you ask
Right.
your second question. But here's my thing. The one thing is that it's not, if they are listening, they're not changing. And that's what was frustrating for me today. I thought I'd see more of a change. I saw a little change. We just went 5 days, and I saw a little change. So if I see a little change in this next week, from that point on, folks, we're not winning many. That's a fact. Now, if I see change and change and change, it's on. Everybody will say that's where we thought they could go. They're hearing, but they're not listening. They're hearing what we say, and they're not listening to it. And I think sometimes you got to hit rock bottom. But each individual right now thinks they're good. Like, I'm okay. You know, individual guys, like, I'm okay. And until they all start, you know, caving a little bit, we'll see.
He also used the word resisting. Do you think your kids are resisting you?
I don't know. You'd have to ask them. I know this. We're doing a lot of running, and they're not. If you watched us practice, there's not a whole lot of back and forth. Get on the baseline. Let's go. And we're running less and less each practice because they're listening more. But are they really hearing what we're saying? Obviously, not as much as we need to. But we'll see. I mean, look, I'm not cracking it all. This is part of what I do. Having a young team does not bother me. I've had young teams before. Having a team that's not responding as well as I'd want them to, that's probably every year that I've coached. Maybe this is more so than other teams, but every team, you know, most times you'll have players that I've held back. They scored 1,200 college points, but I held them back. Oh, what were you going to score, 3,000? Be the leading scorer in the history of the game? I mean, so you'll have some of that. But like I said, I think, again, you know, that the tape doesn't lie. You watch a little bit of this tape, you see their big guy threw our big guys around. We can talk about the big guys or the guards at Mississippi. Wait till you see their big guys. The big guys at Tennessee, wait till you see their big guys. If their players are throwing us around, like is what happened, you know, we just want to be more physical. You got to bend over. You can't stand straight up and down. You can't accept that he's going to beat you to a spot. All those kind of things right now throughout their careers have been acceptable. And it's not anymore. Well, we're trying to, trying to change habits that they've developed over a period of time.